Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna discuss what's some simple tricks and useful stuff I've learned since I started playing. So basically like 10 days or something like that, maybe a bit more. But I want to show you some things that's really amazing. So if you go into this menu, you select your shooter, and this is when you're just running around in the world and just doing stuff. And you see like over here I have a mine, and below me also have some stuff. And when you're running around doing different quests and you're like, oh, I really want to mine that thing, and you think that you need to run out of your way to do it. No, you don't. You can use your shooter, and your shooter actually one-taps these. So while you're just running past materials like this, you can just shoot them once and get the materials. Same thing goes with animals if you need food or raw meat, for example. So if you see bunnies or cows or goats or whatever, you can just shoot them. And this is a really effective way to mine stuff when you're just running through the areas and getting to the next quest point. And what I just do with the flowers is just picking up whenever I'm close to them. Unless there is some specific flower I really need. But for that, we have another neat trick. So let's say I needed flowers to ascend Zacess. Then I can just go in on Zacess, click on the material, and go to collection spots. And they will actually recommend spots that I go to where they exist. And this is a really nice way to simplify farming, and you not having to keep track on where all these different materials is for every single hero. So I'm now in an area where they exist, and actually tell me on the map as well. But these are just some of them, and we can go back to the trick here, like the shooter. Grab those, and even though they have marked some on your map, there can actually be more flowers around. So it doesn't hurt to use your scanner to just see if there's more around. Because I've actually had that happen where there have been more flowers than it shows here on the map. So that's also a really neat trick. Another really important thing I've learned from other players is the echoes. So as you can see here, I have some echoes level up that I probably shouldn't have leveled up. And in the beginning, you get just excited that you get stuff and you start upgrading, but you're actually wasting your materials by doing this. And what you want to do is save them up and wait until you get the correct stats on those echoes. And you also want them at yellow, as far as I can understand. And we also have two different modes in here with the outline. So here you have a simpler version of it, but if you really want to know the real stats and what it really means behind these abilities, you need to remove the outline, and now you get the percentages and what they actually do as well. So you get more in-depth ability on the echo. Really good way to learn what the different echoes do, especially specials like this, like Inferno Rider, that you use on Zacess. I have this guy, for example. He is a 1-star, but he had attack and HP. He also had the Molten Rift that I really want on Zacess. So the trick here is to level him up in stages. And the suggestion I got was to get him to plus 15 first, and then you do 3 attunements, or you tune them. And if you get crit, like either crit rate or crit damage, you can continue. And this is for Zacess. And I guess you want crit damage and crit rate on a lot of heroes, especially when they're damage dealers. But for this, we're just using Zacess as an example. This doesn't mean that you want crit damage and crit rate on all of your echoes, but I'm using Zacess as an example. So once I got that crit damage here, I know he was worth going or keep going. And I got crit rate here as well, so I just kept going with him. Let's actually see if there is one I can show you. So I guess I have these units where I can show you, because this is for Havoc Rover, and he got attack. So what I can go in is upgrade. And if you haven't done this before, you can actually go to the cogwheel here. So if you go into this mode and you click accept, if you do add them, you will max them out. And this is the wrong thing to do. You will waste a lot of resources this way. So what you go in and add the level cap. And then you just add them step by step. I'm gonna bring this up to plus 15. I believe that's like the sweet spot before you waste too much materials. And you also get to... and you can tune them 3 times by doing this. And let's see. He got resonant liberation damage. Could be good, but he got flat defense and attack. That's not really great for an Echo. So that one I won't be continuing, because he got those flat stats. However, if I just go in here and show the difference between the Echo I currently got equipped and this one, we can see that we get a lot of more stats by just equipping the one I've upgraded. And so for now, I will just equip this Havoc Warrior because I've already upgraded him and he gives a lot more stats than most. And I'm in that early stage where I don't have a lot of Echoes anyways, so I might as well equip them. So doing tricks like that with your Echoes are really good. And remember, you want them to be yellow because that's when they have the most stats. Also, a bit of an early mistake I made. I don't know how big this mistake is, but I upgraded some weapons that might not have been the best. But you also need some damage in the beginning, so my suggestion is to get one decent weapon up and equip on like your top 3 heroes. Don't go and upgrading every weapon you see. So get a team going and upgrade their weapons, and then wait until you get really good weapons like this Commando, for example, on Rover. Because when intro skills is cast, increases attack by 18.75%, lasting 15 seconds. So this is really huge. So don't go spending your money and resources on upgrading a lot of random weapons. That was actually something I was talking about with Echoes as well. And in here, I don't believe I have very much to show you, except you actually have a really good button down here that shows you how much of an upgrade the next step is. And it's quite easy to miss, but that's if you want to know more detail what every upgrade does and what it gives your resonator. It's really good to check that out. We actually have some stuff we can do here. And you see the next ability here is stats bonus, and it gives increased attack percentage to the hero itself. So that's really nice. So there's some things like that, just really good to keep track of. Let's see. You have something else. I have always gone for Radiant Side, also in here. I bought some out. And apparently, I'm very new to this game, and I've always gone in and just converted my Azurites to Radiant Tides. But apparently, if you don't have enough Radiant Tides in the summon, it will actually use them automatically. And I haven't played a gacha game before where that was the case. I've always had to convert first, so that's what I've been doing. And right now, this is also a suggestion I want to make to everyone right now, is save up for the anniversary stuff. Because I believe that event is going to be really, really nice. But I think that's it for this video. But if you haven't done the entire story yet, keep on going. It becomes really, really amazing and really enjoyable. And I didn't think I wouldn't like the story as much as I did, but it's really good cinematics, really good storytelling. And if you usually don't give stories a chance, just do it. You won't regret it. But as always, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.